Hello, hello, hello. I don't know what's going on with this hair. Y'all, I was finishing up this mess. I lost track of time and I'm sorry I am late. Sew this back. Y'all know I want to keep right on sewing. Hi, Kingdom Boy. How are you, dear? I'm doing good. I was sitting at the sewing machine and I didn't realize it was already after 5 o'clock. So I may not stay on but a half hour because I got to make dinner. But dinner won't take me long. Guess I fixed some turkey tenderloin. Oh, that's one. They didn't both pass at the same time, did they? I'm sorry. My condolences go to him and his family. This is a praying time, honey. It's a praying time. I don't know what's going on with my scissor. Oh, okay. Well, he has my condolences at any rate. You know, it's hard to lose a parent. I've lost my dad. It's been quite a few years now. Just tell him, just hang in there. I know it's hard. Hang in there. It's hard, but, and I'm sorry I said, but he'll get through it. With you being there for him, he'll get through it. In a time of sorrow, it's good to have someone in your corner. His mother didn't die from Rona, did she? I know it's hard at any rate. I was just wondering. Hello, Ashley. How are you? Good afternoon. Yeah, prayers for Ty Dye. Tell Ty Dye don't even think about it. Tell him don't even have death in the back of his mind because he should live and not die. Tell him just hang in there. He know we're praying for him. And don't think about anything. I'm good. I was finishing up a mass and I lost track of time. Now my alarm going off. I gotta buy me another seam. I dropped my seam ripper. Louis, come back. Cause I know if he go around there, he gonna be in that chair. My husband don't want him in. Louis, yeah, just keep the faith. Tell him don't even worry about that. That's what the enemy want him to do. See, if I go around there and Louis is in that chair, it's gonna be me and him. Tell him we love him and we're praying for him. Oh, good. And tell him think happy thoughts. Think about times in his life that he was happy. Whatever he did that made him happy, tell him to think about that. Think happy thoughts. There are times when I get a little sad when I think about people that are not here, like my dad, my brothers, my grandparents, and my son more recently. Then I think of the happy times I had with all of them and things that make me smile. Like I remember when my son that passed, and he always was this inquisitive little boy. And my husband would go to work early in the morning. I would get up, make my husband breakfast, pack his lunch. And my son, I guess he could have been about 3. He came out from his room, and he always was putting that head one side, especially because he said that was his thing. He said, "Mom," he said, I asked him, I said, "Baby, what you doing up?" And he said, "Mom, I heard the noise of that sausage all the way in my room." So he meant he smelled it, but you know how when stuff like sausage is cooking, it make that noise, especially when you turn it over in the pan and the pan is hot. Yes, you got those memories, yeah. And I remember one time when his little girl, well, she ain't a little girl, well, she's still a little girl because she's tiny. She's 24 now. And one time I went with him when he carried her out, and he went to, is it a place called Boston Market? Yeah, Boston Market. And he got something to eat. And all she wanted was some Coca-Cola. We was in a mall, and we went shopping, and she wanted a real big soda. I mean, she wanted a soda this big, and she kept asking for a soda. I remember one time when she told him she wanted a cheeseburger with no cheese. I mentioned that to her about a month or so ago. I said, "You always," and my son would say, "Don't you want a hamburger?" She said, "No, I want a cheeseburger with no cheese." So when I asked her, did she remember? She said vaguely. And I knew she wasn't going to remember because she was like 2 or 3. Because the children around here, they start talking real early, y'all. And just think about, like Ashley said, the memories. And those are things, the things that I mentioned to you about my son. Those memories will carry you in those low times in your life. Like when I think about my dad, like on Father's Day or something like that. And I remember trying to get right for the prom, and my daddy, my mama didn't have a license. And my dad was carrying me, and her for me to get my stuff I needed for the prom. And my daddy, I mean, he smiled from ear to ear. I'm the oldest child that my dad had. My mama had my 2 oldest brothers when she and my dad got married. But they always, call him dad. He didn't make any difference between us. Even my daddy's family. My grandparents and my aunts and stuff. And my second oldest brother is dead. But my oldest brother, he's still living. And he called my dad's sisters his aunts, and their children call him uncle. So, we made no difference between, because we are family. I got all my family with me beside Louis. Louis Vuitton. I gave him that middle name. When he being bad doing something, I gave him that middle name, y'all. When I want Louis Vuitton. I gave dog middle name. Hold on a minute, y'all. When I get around him, I close that door. He think he being slick. Louis, Louis Vuitton, Louis, 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 Louis. Come on here, boy. Come on here. You trying to be? Oh, you done ate all your food? You got some water? Drink some of it. See, he heard me. So when I got about halfway around there where he was, here he come. Yes, those memories will carry you a long way. I remember when I was young, and we grew up in a town where we had outhouses. You know, we had to go to a hand pump and pump water. I used to tell my dad that I wanted running water. He said, "You got running water." I figured he knew something I didn't know. He said, "Run out to the pump and get it." And then, you know how you're playing music, and we were playing. My mom, you think I love music, honey? My 94-year-old mama, she loved herself some music. So we were listening to Sam Cooke one day, and he was singing the song. He said, "Don't know much about history, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took." My dad asked me, said, "What is French I took?" See, that's a memory. So I said, if anybody want to play a Sam Cooke song, play the one about French I took. Don't know much about a science book, don't know much about a French I took, but I do know that I love you. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world. That's the name of the song, Wonderful World. Don't go through life not speaking with people. And I know we're going to have disagreements and things, but you know what? You could get past all that. You know, love. Love has a multitude of sins. That's why I used to always hear people say, love. Even if you don't agree, still love. Because in the end, that's what will carry you through. Yes, Ashley, that's a nice song. Love will carry you through. Let me tell y'all something. Like I always tell my grandchildren that were here, even though your mother and father divorced, and maybe maybe he didn't conduct himself the way you thought a dad should conduct himself, even that y'all now that y'all are older, the Bible tells you to honor your mother and father, and your days will be long here on this earth, right? And my grandson said, I honor him. I just don't want to be nowhere around. You know, it's sad when you treated your children a certain way where they don't even want to be in the same room with you. But I told my grandchildren, I said, I don't care if your mom and dad couldn't make it, but that's still your dad. You know, I said, don't care what happened. That's still your father. And the Bible give us a charge to honor them. You know, maybe you felt he wasn't a good provider. Maybe you felt he wasn't there for you, in which, in essence, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. The children, all right. You know, and he used to tell my daughter, you talking to children against me? And she said, no, these children ain't stupid. Children know what they see. And now that they are grown up, he ain't doing too much better, y'all. He did come when my grandson got ready to go off to Kentucky, and we got in the car. He came around and carried the car and cleaned it up. Oh, he actually gave them a Christmas present this past Christmas, y'all. Could have knocked me over with a feather. Yeah, you know, we as parents, there are things that we know, we missed a step or missed a beat in. And I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I know there was time when my children wanted me to go left. I went right. You know what I'm saying? But I had my children's best interest at heart. And I was so accustomed. When you go to a store and you got children, and even though you have a need yourself, you go to the children department. I did that. For my children growing up, I didn't want anything for myself. And y'all know you need shoes, you need a coat when the winter time comes, and certain things like that. But I would wear whatever I had to want nothing but rags. Because we didn't grow up with a fat bankroll or, like I heard said in the song. But we grew up with a lot of love. Our children grew up with love. And they always had food on the table. Like I told them, it might not been what you wanted, but it was food on the table. Because back in the day, we didn't eat a whole lot of potato chips. I didn't buy a lot of sweet cereal because I knew that was bad for them. I think my children were big children before they even ate any cereal other than we were buying Cheerios, no sugar, cornflakes, no sugar, Rice Krispies, no sugar. Because I knew that too much sugar wasn't good for them. We didn't eat a lot of processed food, chips, hot dogs. Like on Friday, they might say, "Mom, can we have hot dog today?" And I very seldom made hamburger. If there was ground beef in the house, I made chili mac or spaghetti or something like that out of it. So when y'all know I should have had some lotion around here to put on my hand, but my hands are dry, y'all. So children got to realize that when parents make a decision, especially if parents are being all they can be to do the best they can for you. Now, if it's a deadbeat parent, still honor them, still love them, because you don't know what was going on with that absentee parent, that he couldn't been better in your life. Maybe he got back with the wrong people and didn't realize that he had a family at home that he should have been one with. And some people, what it said, when can't get right, ain't gonna get right. So there are times in our lives when we said, I went left when I know I should have went right. Y'all remember The Price is Right? I picked door number 1 when I should have picked door number 2. So things happen. So you know what? Oh, that was my phone, y'all. I'm sorry. It made me look around like I didn't know what time it was. So, I talk to my grandchildren regularly. Now that school is closed for the rest of the school year. So my granddaughter, when all this is over, and you know what? If our governor lift this and the curb has not flattened, I done told everybody, don't expect me to do no more what I'm already doing. Oh, good, Kingdom Boy. But like I said, if the curb has not flattened, don't expect for me to go out as more than I'm doing, come back on that medication. So, and run your life in a way where, you don't want people to say, there come old so and so and so. I hate to see them coming. There are people There are people that you can know that you don't want to spend any time with them. And it could be because they could have swindled you out of something. They could have borrowed some money from you and won't pay. They could have told you a lie when me and my husband talk about this all the time. People need to have integrity. Let me tell you something. Having integrity along with having morals, saying please and thank you, having empathy for people, showing humility, they can take you a long way. And he said, who's this? But we can't live on God's green earth by ourselves. Now you might can stay in your corner a little while by yourself, but after a while, it's just like sitting on a seesaw. If you're sitting on a seesaw, you need somebody on the other end, don't you? So we got to think about these things. Excuse me. You go around there. He went around there. He saw I got the door closed, so he was trying to slip away. You hear him? You hear him? Whew, like that. He got around there, saw the door closed. The door's closed. But I'm glad y'all making lasting friendship, Kingdom Boy. And I'm glad Ty got my card. Whew. Y'all, these hands are rough today. Don't stand. Now he gonna stand there in the hall. Look at me. Hey, Mama Joan. I was just telling the fellas. Kingdom Boy had said that Ty said when he was little he wanted to play tennis, but his dad said no. And he and his dad haven't talked ever since. I told him, don't care what your mother and father do, they're still your parents, because the Bible clearly tells us we're supposed to honor our mother and father. Even though your parents, we do things and we only have our children's best interests at heart. And to them, they might say you're being mean. I said, if being mean gonna teach you the right way, then call it whatever you think it is. But I told him, keep the lines of communication open, like I told my daughter's children. Even though your mother and father got divorced and he didn't conduct himself the way you felt he should conduct it, he wasn't the kind of dad you thought he should have been. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. He wasn't. But I told my grandchildren, you're to honor him. My grandson said, yeah, I honor, but I don't want him to, I don't want him anywhere around me. And my granddaughter, she just laughed. I said, but still love them, because that's I don't care what happened. Whatever happened, your mother and father couldn't make it, that's still your father. So, and he's, even now that the children are older, he's not doing any better, y'all. He's not doing any better. And the children are grown. But you know what? That's right. Respect your parents. Oh yeah, that's right. Even the older, you have some cousins when you grow up that's older than you, and you don't feel you should just cause your cousin, and just cause their cousin, and some might say you still put something in front of their name, because I have cousins that got children and I'm a whole lot older than their children. They'll call me cousin and then put my name next to that. Kingdom boy. That's good. Keep lasting friendship. But no matter where you go, where you come from, that's still your mother and father. So, you know, and see, and you know what, Mama Joan? My my grandchildren father, he got a new wife, and his wife has a daughter. So now he's there, and the wife daughter, I think, is the age of the youngest child he got with my daughter. So my granddaughter used to go down, spend some time with the stepsister. You never guess what her dad told her about coming around there. Oh, okay. My ex-son-in-law told my granddaughter, which is his youngest child with my daughter, that she couldn't come over there because when she came, her stepsister couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. He's coming in 2 minutes. Okay. And Mama Joan, he shouldn't have never. She used to love to go over there because children not stupid, you know. And she used to love to go over there before that happened. Then she woke up and she smelled the coffee. And I remember just by every weekend she would say, "I'm going to my dad's." She don't say that anymore. She like, and I said something one time, and I asked, and she said, I called his name. I said something. She said, "Who's that?" I said, and I called her dad's name. She said, "Oh, I thought you were talking about somebody." I remember when they were younger, and my ex-son-in-law used to tell my daughter, "You talking to children against me?" She said, "No, these children not stupid." We were growing up. We didn't see nothing, didn't know nothing, won't trying to know nothing. Now the children get to witness everything. Because back in the day, times haven't changed. People were doing the same thing they doing today. Some men had two families and all like that. But you know what? They're a little more bold with stuff now than what they were when I was growing up. Now, back in the day, they made TV shows about the women know that their husband was stepping out and doing things, but you know what? It didn't stop them from being the mama. It didn't stop them. She still treated her husband like he wasn't stepping out. She still cooked. She still washed. And a lot of times, those women had to wash those clothes on their hand on what they call a rub board, scrub board, whatever it is, and hang the clothes on the line. They didn't have luxury where you just throw them in the washing machine, turn the time, and put your detergent in. No. A lot of them had to cook on a wood stove. And a lot of times, they didn't know where the next meal gonna come from with their children. But you know what? They didn't act ugly. And after a while, the women start wising up, you know. But now, people do everything out in the open. People are so bold with stuff. I mean, it's something. And when they make these movies, they got to be getting this stuff from somewhere. Some people did way back in their childhood and remember something, and they use that, I can write a movie about this. Then they'll start doing research, how this happened, how that happened. Then they put the movie together, and you say, that was a good movie. Then when you think about it, life used to be a certain way. That's right. That's right. Like I said, when my father married my mama had my two oldest brothers. They lived with my mama's mama, and they My dad didn't treat them any different. Didn't treat them any differently. My dad's family called them their nephews. They called my aunts their aunts. Cause we was, didn't show any difference. But like I said, now everything out in the open. People don't care what you see them doing. I tell you what, that teacher or come to the rescue, y'all. I needed something on my hand, cause it would get tight. Oh, hang in there. Tell him to hang in there. He's in our prayers. I pray that the Lord give him strength to go through. And losing someone you love is never easy, especially when it's your mom. You know, Louis, you came back when you saw that I had closed that door, didn't you? I'm on to you. Louis tried to get round. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is Mama John. That's that's hard to go through. Does he have any more sisters and brothers, Kingdom Boy? Or is he an only child? Mama John, you know that girl from the little people that died from that car wreck the other day? She was an only child. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh yeah, that's the way it was with me when my father's passed. Louis, Louis, I don't know what this dog is. Must be my husband out there. Hold on a minute. Let me go see. Oh my goodness. So he don't have any sisters either. I know you say he was the only son. So there was no more children but him, is what you're saying. Let me see what this dog barking at. Hold on, y'all. Louie, what are you barking at? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Ain't nobody out there. There's no one out there. There's nobody out there. Louis think I'm gonna open that door so he can go back around there. Yeah, I hope he got somebody that he can help him get everything done. Cause I know when my dad died, um, I thought I would have to do everything, myself. But my oldest brother, he and my husband was right there, and my dad's sisters. You know what, Mama Joan? My allergist want me to, but he wants me to see a dermatologist. So I'm gonna wait until I see my dermatologist and until I see, because I'm gonna have to change dermatologist because for my insurance I need to use one that's in the same state I'm in. But when I go to the new dermatologist, I'm gonna use what he says as a second opinion. I'm not going to do anything until I see a dermatologist. But my daughter told me that if I have to get rid of him, she'll take him, even though she have a dog herself. But she says she would take him. So once I go see it, and my allergists want me to see a dermatologist. But now with things the way they are, I don't know when I'll be able to see a doctor face to face. Thank you, Mama Joan. I do appreciate it. You know what? I ate something the other day that broke me out. Well, I think it was cranberry juice. You know how they say cranberry juice will help you clear your body of certain stuff. And I was drinking cranberry juice, and my whole body is one big rash. Yeah, she'll take. She was over here today, and he was walking her to the door. She said, "You want to go with me?" He kept right on walking. I He must hear somebody walking by. Louis, come back in here. No one's out there. Mama Joe, I had a virtual visit with my allergist last Wednesday. And you with insurance, you got a copay, right? When we see a specialist, it's $50. If I just see my family doctor, whether it be online or whatever, it don't cost anything. So had that virtual appointment with my allergist, and the only thing, he didn't allow enough time. And like if you put in 30 minutes and when 30 minutes come, that session gonna cut right off. So, and I kept calling his office. I said, I told him what happened. And so he called me. I told him to tell him to call me. Yeah, ours is 50 for a specialist, Blue Cross Blue Shield. I told him to tell him to call me because I didn't know if he was finished talking with me or whatever. So he called me and he was telling me, um, he was finished telling me what he was talking to me about that day. And he said, once I get the dog out of the house to do a deep cleaning, take my curtains down and washing them. No, he know I ain't taking no curtain down and washing them. I might put her in the dryer, fluff them a little bit so if anything in it, it can go out that way. But I don't think I should have to do all that. Yeah, it's $50 for a specialist and zero for a regular. But I don't know how long they're gonna keep this virtual stuff up. But cause if I make an appointment with a new dermatologist that's in my state, no telling when I'll be able to see him face to face. Oh, Mama Joan, please, if there's anything you can head it off, do it. My allergies been kicking up for the last 3 years. When I go to this dermatologist, this will be my fourth dermatologist. And I kept telling them to do the test like my allergist done. No one done it. Yeah. Oof. Oh boy, well I hope paintball boy is okay. Yeah, you're right, Keenan boy. And we'll keep everybody lifted up in prayer. You know, when you're going through, it's good to know that you have friends. We might not can be there where we can physically do things for one another, but we can pray for one another and we can show kindness. You know, sometimes all the person might need is a kind word. They might have had a bad day. Y'all, there's so much going on. It's a praying time, y'all. It's a praying time. You know, they were talking about doing that second stimulus. And when I got ready to uh, do my video, I watched some people videos that be talking about the stimulus. And one guy, his caption was, President Trump do not want a second stimulus. On ring, he do want it. Because they want to keep the people, they're making all that money and a lot of people are out of work and the president know that. Some people can't even eat. I saw on TV about how the people was lining up for the food bank. And I mean, it was more people than you could count. But you know what? If I had a job and they told me to go back, I would just risk it. I don't think I would go back. My daughter told me when she came over here that her son, my oldest grandson, had to go to the emergency room this morning. I said, for what? She said he was having an asthma attack. And we had been talking to him about getting his inhaler because he's talking about he gonna wean himself off his asthma medicine. I bet he got it today. But President Trump got to know everybody cannot go back to work. If this virus is still out there and the curve is not flattened, our governor can lift the stay-at-home orders if he want to. But if the curve is not flattened, and I don't hear from somebody like Dr. Fauci, ain't no need for nobody to expect me to do any more than what I'm doing now, because I'm not. Now, when I go out, if I have to get food or something like that, get the essentials, I'll wear a mask and go out. But most of the time, I'll be right here in my house. Well, I hope he's okay. Well, good. Hey, Lynn. That's where it is, Lynn. That's right. Lynn, you said a mouthful then. And see, he don't care how the rest of America live. There's a lot of people struggling. There's a lot of people hurting. There's people that lost their lives with this virus, and it would have been a whole lot different if he had handled things like he should have handled. Oh, let's see what this noise is coming from my kitchen. It's gone there, Louis. Whatever it was sparked the interest in Louis. So I said, let me go take a gander at it. You know, our president, like Lynn said, he's out of touch with reality. Just because he's, just because he don't have to worry about where his meal's from, or he don't have to worry about what his children are gonna eat. He don't have to worry about if you get sick needing to go to a doctor, all that kind of stuff. So he could care less. Actually, he is clueless. Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to open up so he can say, "Yeah, I open America back up and things are getting better." Because with the when they what that record the employment record that come out, whatever it is they said come out, the jobs report, that's what it is. When the jobs report come out, it would be a sad thing. What they say, a sad turn of events when the job report come out, and it says X amount of people out of jobs and all that kind of stuff. That's why he want everybody to go back. And like you said, he want to have those rallies. Yeah, he's clueless. Whose heart rate is up? But you know what? We're gonna keep on praying. We're gonna keep on believing God. Yeah, it might get worse before it get better, but God is a good God. You know, our president has never had to struggle. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, so to speak. But you know, Lynn, he don't have to go anywhere because they got all that stuff in the White House. So all he got to do is tell the White House cook that, like if his children or grandchildren come over and they want to have dinner, all he got to do is tell the White House cook, to fix X, fix this and fix that. And but I think his wife is clueless too, y'all. 'Cause I haven't seen anything they said she's done or doing since her husband president. But like when he was saying about the bleaching stuff, taking that pill, that malaria drug, he want everybody to take. I said, people tell him, say, you go first. If it don't kill you, we know then it's all right for the rest of us. I give it to Jared Kushner. But like I said, our president has never. He was born rich. By the time he got 7 years old, he was a millionaire. So he never had to worry about anything. He had everything he needed. So he grew up being at not having to worry about where his meal gonna come from, not having to worry about where he gonna live, not worried about having to get evicted. Oh yeah, they said he and his family got stock in that malaria drug. And they said the reason why he wasn't giving those the ventilators and the PPE and stuff because he planned on selling it to foreign governments. There's an angle to everything this president, does. And it's a shame. And it's a shame he'll throw America under the bus so he can make a dollar. But you know what? In the end, my mama can say when everything come to a head, and those people that stand behind him holding his arm up when he go down, they're gonna go down too. He tripped. Oh my goodness. Tell him don't worry about it. Cause I'm gonna be going off. Cause I gotta cook dinner. finish up this mask I was working on. Well, tell Billy to be careful. I know where it is. My grandson dropped one of my laptops one time, broke it. I mean, when I say he broke it, he broke it. Even the battery broke. That's right, Lynn. You're right. And you know what? When all this boils over and people see him from what he is, and somebody has said some of his supporters have turned their back on him. If you can watch the news, well, if you're watching Fox, you might not think the same way. But if you really watch the news and really watch it and get something out of the news where you can comprehend, I don't see how you can keep supporting him and see all the stuff that he's doing. Took all, look at the countless number of people he took off food stamp. That's the first thing. That is the first thing. He took so many hundreds of thousands of people off food stamp. And then when they were telling him to open up Obamacare again so more people can get health insurance, because a lot of people are not getting tested because they don't have insurance. And it's terrible for hospitals and stuff to be turning people away. My daughter went back to work today after having a hysterectomy. And she said that when you come in her job, they take your temperature. Yes. And you can turn to MSNBC or CNN and get the true unadulterated news. You turn to Fox. It's something totally different because they're always bashing somebody. But you know, my mama can say every dog have their day. And you know, when I was growing up, my mom and my grandma used to, and my aunts and stuff used to say things and I didn't understand. Now that I got older, I understand. But when they bring him down, and all those ones that standing behind him, helping him do the things he do, they just guilty. They just guilty as he is. So they got blood on their hand just like he got blood on his. Yeah, my daughter went back today. She would have went back last week or week before last, but her doctor did her surgery, wanted her to stay out a little additional time. And I hope she can find a work at home job. I hope my grandson can find a work at home job. Oh, okay, Mama Joan. So when you got the antibodies, what that mean? That mean that you have a choice of not getting the virus? I mean, you have a chance of not getting the virus? But you know, some people think that if you get this, that you won't get it again. But I heard on TV they say you can get well from it, then get it again. And you know, they said that the virus is going to come back in the fall when flu season. I'm saying it ain't never lived. So what are you talking about coming back? In order to come back from something, you got to go away from something, right? So y'all know we're gonna be needing masks for a long time. So we might as well gird up our loins for it. I've been working on masks Well, I went a few days last week where I just didn't feel good and I didn't sit at the sewing machine. So I lost 3 days. Yeah, yeah, with 3 days. So I lost 3 days. Okay. So I sold a little bit yesterday, but so now I'm trying to catch up. But we'll make it. But keep the faith and keep on believing. We'll be able to make it all right. We'll be able to make it. That's right. They're saying that, see, the president needs to step back and let the people in science and the infectionist doctors and the immunologists and all that need to let them work with it. Because when he trying to come up with a theory, like he was saying, bleach and disinfect, he know you can't drink no bleach and no disinfectant. So in order for it to come back, it got to first leave. And it ain't going nowhere. As long as people won't stay home. Now I can understand when you got a job and you're essential and your job, you have to be there. I can understand that. But I'm talking about the people, Walmart parking lot is just as full as it was before all this started. Yeah. Oh, they thinking that the ventilators might have caused people to expire sooner than what they would. I think there's going to be a lot of lawsuits. I'm like you, Mama Joe. I think there's going to be a lot of lawsuits. I think the people that work should get hazardous pay. Like my second oldest son is a truck driver. He still got to be out there. My daughter's in a job. She still got to be there. My grandson is in a job. He still got to be there. I think they should give these essential workers, like Lynn said, I think they should give them hazard pay. But all I can do is pray and ask the Lord, you know, to not let this come near them. Because the Bible tells me no weapon formed against me can prosper. They didn't say the weapon wasn't going to form. They said it wasn't going to prosper. So, the only thing we can do is just keep our right frame of mind. Because I asked my son, I told him, I said, and he had on a camo outfit, camo shorts, a t-shirts, and a hat. I think his hat might have been camo. And I said, I'm making some camo face masks. You want one? He told me no. He said his job, gave them some masks. I was gonna have him be a little more, stylish. And then I got the sugar skull fabric. My daughter told me she wanted one of the sugar skull. They're getting bone good. I am so glad. See, a lot of people they used to think, you go in the store, but now we can know who holding up the bloodstained banner. The truck drivers. Y'all know we can't get this stuff in without truck driver. The people, the cashiers at Walmart and the supermarkets and the doctor's office and the doctors and the nurses. That are the essential workers. These are the ones that should be getting the praise and not the president. Well, all the praise go to the Lord, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They should be, and they should give them, for unemployment. They said they're giving unemployment people $600 extra a week. And that's good. They should give people bonuses. Every paycheck check should have 500 or 600 extra dollars in it. Cause you know, this is a matter of life and death. Y'all, my hand is starting to itch. That is wonderful. And I know when they start talking about that second stimulus, and the president probably saw how much they were trying to give everybody, the president probably thought in his head, why do I want this person and that person getting an extra $2,000 a month? Why not? You get it, don't you? You getting paid for doing nothing because that's what you're doing, nothing. I'm sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. I am sorry. Yes, God bless them all. Because if we not the cashiers when you go to Walmart and the people fuss about ain't no toilet paper, and you go there and the cashiers are standing there being just as nice and friendly as they can be. But you know, y'all, in every situation, in every situation, God is in control. No matter what go or come, God is in control. I went and got that fabric to make, I've been using my vintage linen to make the mask. But I said, I'm going to treat my family to some, I got a camouflage for the guys and about the sugar skull for the girl. Then I saw where they had one with some little crowns. I think I'm going to buy a half a yard of that. I think Amazon has started back up, so I can send more stuff to my Amazon store now because I think they opened up the T-shirt area too. So, because they had closed that up. Oh my Lord, Kingdom boy. I don't know what's wrong with some people. Dog. I'm gonna get ready and go off, y'all, so I can fix dinner. My alarm going off. Yes, I was in Walmart one day and this young man said, everybody wearing masks. I wonder why. And I said to myself, where had this person been? You know, if the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, tell you when you go out, Walmart got a sign saying, um, Walmart, our local Walmart, have a sign up saying, face covering needed, come inside the store. Do you know how many people inside Walmart without face covering on? So how they gonna have a sign up not enforce it? I think if you can have a sign up saying you gotta wear face mask, turn those people away that don't have on a face mask. Have face masks at the door to give the people that come in, because not everybody can get a face mask. And some people is not gonna do it, don't care what you do. But they need to keep the little kids home. You out with your children, you ain't got on no face mask. Your little child ain't got on no face mask. So what's the point? But people will go to Walmart, I don't care. They want to go to Walmart. Stay home. For some of them in there ain't doing nothing. Some of them come in there just to waste time, just to browse. And they said on the news when you go to the store, don't linger. If you coming, because they want you just to go in there for the essentials anyway, like your food and stuff like that. If you're going to get your medicines and stuff. But some people just walking around in Walmart because they ain't got nothing else to do. So some people just don't care. But I care. That's why I'm staying home. Hey, Mr. Macaroni, I'm getting ready to sign off. Maybe you can catch us on the next go round. Oh yeah, Mama Joe, I saw that about those deadly hornets. They're called murder. They're called murder hornets, right? And they said they can kill you if they sting you a couple of times. See, the Bible tells us about these pestilence in the air. That's right, Lynn. I don't understand why, if you're going to the store, especially you got large enough children that can stay home with the younger one, leave them home. If you need to go to the store get food off, nobody has got hand sanitizer, y'all. So I'm just gonna use what I got and hope the Lord bless me that the next time I go to Dollar Tree somewhere they got some. What? They say y'all might get some snow in New York in May. I know one time the biggest snowstorm we had in our area was in April. But if y'all get snow in May, I don't know, girl. Strange thing been known to happen. But I'm gonna get ready to sign off so I can make dinner. Yeah, they got to walk around and browse and talk about this. If listen, if I go in Walmart, cause usually I'm going in Dollar Tree, and like on the weekend, like if I go get snacks, I know which are the favorite snacks my husband loves. And there's only a few things that with me having my allergies the way they are, there's only a few things in Dollar Tree that I can eat. So why am I gonna waste time and go walking all around in the store, all slow and cruising around everything? No, whenever I come in there to get, now I gotta go tomorrow because I know we need eggs and something else we need. I know eggs is one of them. Oh, okay. Well, I hope he's okay. Well, you let me know if you got snow. That you let me know if you get snow rather. I hope Billy didn't hurt himself either. I was thinking about that myself, Mama Jones. He can get another laptop, but I hope he's okay. Lou, what are you barking at, baby? I tell you what, if somebody walk by, if somebody come up to this house and Louis is here, he sure gonna bark and let you know what's going on. And I'm glad he barks like that. But anyway, I'm getting ready to sign off, y'all, so I can cook my dinner, finish up this mess, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock when I come on, y'all. We are talking about classic movies tomorrow. So if you can join us, come join us and put a little input in. I don't know what's going on with my computer, y'all. Yeah, Ashley, that's what. Then he gonna sit right down there. I think he's hoping I'll go around there and open that door, but I know if I open that door, he can be in that chair that my husband don't want him in. Yeah, cause they said that a barrel of crude oil is a whole lot cheaper now than it was, a few months ago. And that's why gas is a whole lot cheaper. Yeah, everybody have a blessed night, blessed evening, and join us tomorrow if you can. Let's talk about classic movies. Cause y'all know I'm gonna have to talk about To Serve with Love and To Kill a Mockingbird and The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, Louis sitting here craving for excitement. I'm gonna cook some turkey tenderloins, make gravy to it. I know my husband gonna want corn. My husband eat corn at every meal, y'all. So I guess I will cook some corn. Maybe make rice and gravy. So everyone have a nice evening. Enjoy the rest of the day. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Stay prayed up. Thank you. Stay prayed up. Do what your state and local government tell you to do. Yeah, I'm praying that I can keep them too. Thank you, Mama Joan, and I thank all y'all. Until the next video, bye bye.